Hey, what's going on everyone, this is iReviews back with another video, and as you probably know, iOS 18 Beta 2 is here. Finally, after 2 weeks of Beta 1, we have a second beta which of course brings new features and changes and improvements to iOS 18. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at this update and see more than 20 new features and changes that you will find on the second beta of iOS 18. Now, first of all, we have the new iPhone mirroring feature that Apple has talked about at WWDC 2024. There it is. You go to your settings, general, AirPlay, and continuity, and of course you need to have your Mac updated to the latest beta, and you will have their iPhone mirroring, which of course allows you to mirror your iPhone directly to your Mac. Now, if you use this feature, you will also get this pop-up on your iPhone which says iPhone was used from Mac. So basically, you will have the settings here that allow you from the pop-up to go ahead and turn that off if you want to, but it will show you what your iPhone has been doing and give you that notice right on your home screen. Moving on to the control center, now we have a few very needed improvements here on the control center. First of all, the power button. With the first beta, you would just accidentally tap on it and it would activate immediately, locking your device of course, and requiring you the passcode to re-enter your device. Now you will have to actually press and hold, and you will get haptic feedback when pressing the power button on the control center. Also, we have a new menu here for recognize music, basically for Shazam. Now, when you 3D touch on it, it will have two options. So you will have the history here and then the option to recognize music, which is really awesome. We also have a new animation here for the flashlight. So when the flashlight goes to the dynamic island, when you pop it up, you will see that pretty cool animation, which again, Apple has done a great job with the flashlight on iOS 18 Beta 1. Now, another thing right here is that if you go ahead and try to now add like different widgets on different buttons on the control center, you can now actually place them anywhere you want, just like this, just like you would do with the home screen. Now in the control center, you will also be able to just place the toggles anywhere you want on the screen. Moving on into the home screen, first of all, what you will notice here is that Apple has updated the App Store icon for the dark mode. We also have improved like dark mode for a few icons like the maps icon, and we also have improved tint for a lot of the stock icons of iOS. Now let's go here to the edit mode. First of all, when you tap right there, you will see a new icon for customize, and when we go here, you can see that now on the automatic we also have this button here to turn on or off the tint for the wallpaper. Now that used to be on the dark mode. Now we have it right here for the automatic mode as well. Now on the home screen, we also have a new widget, and that's for the wallet app. We have a connected cards widget, which now you can add to your home screen, and it might be useful of course for a lot of users. Moving on into the settings app, something I noticed here is that Apple has updated the icons on the settings app for the dark mode as well. So you can see we have books here, calculator, calendar, we have the contacts here. So of course the stock apps of iOS which offer a dark mode on the home screen will now also have their icons on the dark mode in the settings app. Also on the settings app, if you go under the general settings and then you go to your keyboards right here, you will find a new option to show math results. So, you know, with iOS 18, Apple has added this new feature where you can basically calculate anywhere, and this is especially of course on the Notes app. So if you want to enable that feature or disable it, now you can actually do that, choose to do that directly from the keyboard settings. On the Photos app under the Utilities section, now we have a new album. It is called Recovered. Well, basically it's an album, but we don't actually know what is for here. We'll have to see if Apple will update any description for this and basically explain a bit more what this album will contain, but for now it's empty, at least for me. You can see right here it says you can take photos and videos using the camera or sync photos and videos onto your iPhone using Finder. So we'll have to wait and see what will be here, if it will populate with any photos in the future, but for now it is empty. Moving on into the lock screen, when you go to customize your lock screen, you can see now we have a line here that will divide here the buttons at the bottom and of course the other stuff that we have on the lock screen. Now what's really cool here is that now if you go to edit your toggles, you tap right here, it will actually take the full screen, which is in my opinion much better. It will make it much easier for you to find the toggles that you want because you will have way more space here. And we also have a new toggle for notes. So Apple has just added that with beta 2, so you will have a toggle to actually start a quick note directly from the lock screen. As you probably know, with iOS 18, Apple has added a new option on the Maps app to create your own custom routes. And now what you can do is that when you go to create a custom route, you will be able to get different instructions here that show you how to actually do that. And on the music app on the second beta, you will get this new pop-up whenever you try to start a new station for an artist. You get this basically right here, which explains you what you're about to do. And finally, RCS messaging is available on iOS 18. Now this won't be everywhere, it's carrier based I believe, but it will probably be enabled for most iPhone users really soon. But if you go to your settings and you go under apps and you go to messages, under text messaging right here, you will find RCS, which now you can enable or disable from there. Going under Siri, when you go to Siri and you go to voice here and you try to pick a new voice, now Siri will actually say another phrase than it used to say before. Let's go back here under accessibility, and what we have here is background sounds. Well, Apple has actually added new background sounds with iOS 18 beta 2. Let's just find the sounds here. So then we have the background sounds. If we go under sounds here, we have two new ones. We have night and fire, which now you can select from this menu. And under the Tips app, when you go to Siri, you will find the new icon for Siri. So basically the new logo that Apple has presented at WWDC 2024 is now here, but just for the Tips app, we'll still have to wait for the new Siri UI. Though of course a ton of bugs still on iOS 18 beta 2, and this one is really annoying. Now this has happened to me since I've had this update since 3 days now. It has happened multiple times. It will just show all the icons blank. Now the way to fix this is either you will have to open each app to fix its icon, or you will have to reboot your device. Also, the notifications are still not working properly, and that's one of the biggest bugs of iOS 18 beta. Sometimes they won't just show up, sometimes they show and have no sound, so it's quite annoying actually, but it's a beta, so hopefully it will be fixed with the next update. And last but not least, when to expect the new update? Well, we're currently here on the second beta and we still have to go on a 2-week schedule, of course. So you can expect July the 8th to be the next day when Apple will release iOS 18 beta 3. Most likely the 8th or the 9th even will be the dates that Apple will release the new beta. Then I would expect Apple to actually release the public beta as well after the third beta of iOS 18, and that should be somewhere here. It will be either later this week or maybe the 15th of July. That should be the date when we can expect iOS 18 public beta to be released. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and of course subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one.